Hey everybody, you're tuning in to DBYT Podcast with your host Tyesha, and today we are talking about how some of us may not want the ring. So if you're interested and intrigued, stay tuned for the next scene. Okay, bite my tongue? Never. See, what they don't know is they're tuning in to DBYT Podcast, and I'm just discovering the world around me.
Tyesha, I love you.
I feel like God is telling you to keep going.
You quit on yourself, you really down bad.
Tune in Wednesdays at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. So, yes, today we are talking about not wanting to ring, but we are also talking about some other things that society kind of push on women for the most part, such as getting married, being in relationships, having kids, things of that nature. Let's talk about it. So, first thing first, wanting to live a single and casual lifestyle. I want to first start off by saying that none of these ways of living is wrong or right or better than the other. It's just preference, and we need to learn that. We need to get to that point where just because if it's our life doesn't mean if it's another person's life. Like, it doesn't work like that. So, for example, for the people that keep asking, oh, why you still single? Why you haven't had no kids? Because it's not my time. Simple answer. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next week. I'm just kidding. We're not done. All right. Anyways, so sometimes us single people want to be by ourselves and not in a relationship. And sometimes, guess what? That's the only thing we want to do. Like, for me, it literally switches like from week to week. One week I could be like, oh, I love being single. And then next week I'm like, dang, I really wish I had a man. But either way, I'm still happy with what I've chosen to do with my life because it's a choice. Not single by force. It's a choice. But, some people don't have that privilege. I so happen to. So, but for the people that, are taking it slow, sometimes we are just looking for something that feels right for us, because everybody's not meant for everybody. Everybody knows that. But sometimes even the person that you want to be with, y'all are just on two different pages, and sometimes they got to take time out for themselves and you got to take time out for yourself to figure out what route you want to go to. So yeah, I really wanted to say that. I have brought this up in an earlier episode about Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. So it was the fact that she didn't want a ring, and everybody was like, why wouldn't she want that? He's a great man. And that's cool. That doesn't mean we want to be committed to them for the rest of our lives, because some people take marriage as a more serious commitment and actually want to keep that trend of once we're married we're getting no divorce because we are in this for a lifetime type situation, because that's what marriage is supposed to be for the people who believe that. So it's like maybe she just wanted to be young, free, enjoy the time that they had together, because there's nothing wrong with enjoying the company or the companionship of somebody your age, I guess, even though they were like 10 years apart. But that's neither here nor there, because to be honest, maybe I need to try a older man. Not too old though, because I still want to be relatable to an extent. Just we're gonna see But another thing, right time for the kids. Everybody already know how I feel about kids, so when people ask me about kids or they say something along the, because I get like two polar experiences when people ask. Like, when younger people ask me, they're like, oh, you want kids? I'm like, yeah, I want them within the next 2 to 3 years. And they're like, oh my god, why so early? And I'm like, early? Then when the older generation is like, they'll ask, why you don't have any kids yet? And I'm like, well, gotta have a mate to do that. And they like, why are you single? And it's like a whole thing, and it's quite annoying. Like, some people have conditions that can cause them not to be able to produce. Like, sometimes y'all just gotta watch how y'all say things, because sometimes y'all be hurting folks' feelings for real. And not saying my feelings hurt, because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty good. I'm gonna be fine. And if I'm not, then okay, I'll deal with it when I get to there. But for some of y'all just be all up in these folks' business for real. Like, I get it. It's like, oh, you haven't had kids. Do you want kids? Like, that's cool. Like, you can ask, do you want kids? But not when you having them. Maybe they're trying, or maybe they just don't want y'all in their business. Yeah. Ooh, living on your own versus living with your partner. So, some people, and I found this out, don't want to live with their partners. We like 20, I'm gonna be 24 this year. I still live at home. I'm cool. But like, if I ever did get to that point where I have a boyfriend and we serious and we trying to, like, we on the same page, trying to go the same way, I'm gonna want to move in with you, sir. Like, that's what it is. Like, I would want to be around my man for real. Like, let's start seeing what we can do. Like, because we don't have to, especially, how do I say this? More so, like, if we're in a committed relationship and we serious and we both on the same page, cool, let's try to get an apartment together. Let's see how a year lease or a 6-month lease, I don't know how that works, but let's sign a contract. Let's work our way, see what we do, see how we are. Can we get along in the same space for a long period of time? And then we can see, do we need to continue our relationship type thing? Like, let's be roommates for a little bit, you know, like simple stuff like that. Has she taken the time to explore this? Like, all of these are different reasons, just in case somebody got lost in transition, but these are all different reasons why somebody may not want to ring, especially with that last one, living with somebody. Some people want to get married before they move in. Some people don't even want to move in at all, or some people want to dive straight in. Like, different reasons. Cool. Anyways, she hasn't taken the time to explore. So maybe she wants to travel. Maybe she wants to explore what it is to be with different people. See her compatibility level with different people. Because, I mean, obviously, all y'all are not the same. You know what I mean? And it's funny because, like, I met so many people from the time, like, really all my life. And it's like, you wish you could take different qualities from different people and just build them, like build a whole man. Or sometimes you just want to date them all. And ain't nothing wrong with that, because I mean, who's gonna stop you from dating people? Like, as long as everybody's cool with the situation, you should be straight. You should be pretty cool. And most times, dudes, like, some people, they be like, I ain't gonna compete. Okay, well, move over, let somebody else get your spot. That's cool. Like, I ain't gonna force you to date me just because you don't want competition. Like, we're not doing that over here. We're trying to live our best lives and be the most happy as we can be and share all that goodness with somebody who appreciates it. So, if you gonna work for it, cool. If you're not, move type thing. She may have temptations. She may not want to settle down completely with the ring and everything, because she probably wants to. It really ties in back with exploring, because exploring really is a wide, broad umbrella term for travel, dating, all that other stuff, just being adventurous. But she may have skeletons in her closet that, or loose knots she needs to tie, loose string she needs to tie, something like that. You know what I'm trying to say. But yeah. But yeah, so that's really all I wanted to talk about. Those are a few reasons why somebody may not want to do stuff, as in marriage at the time. They might not want the ring. Just for a recap, because of their lifestyle, their relationship style, kids, living situations, partners, temptation, like literally all that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, drop a comment, a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Come back next week, and the week after that, and the week after that, and the week after that, because we all gonna be right here watching DBYT, with your host, me. I love the ramen. It don't matter. All right, cool, perfect timing. We got to go. I got to go. My name is Tyesha, and I promise I won't bite my tongue. I'll see you guys later. Bye.